So you wanna start making music in FL Studio, don't you? Well then, my condolences. But seriously, it's a great program for music producers, very easy to understand and learn, and that's why I'm here to help you with it. In this video I will teach you base of knowledge in FL Studio, so that you can start making your music right now. Under this video you will find time steps to quickly navigate between topics. Alright, let's go. So first of all, I recommend to set your default template to empty. Just click on this file, new from template, change default template. You will see it here and just scroll it down and find this default template and choose empty. Okay, then let's take a look at the 5 buttons here. The first one is called the playlist. Here we will putting together our song. And the second one is called piano roll. Here we will write melodies, chord progressions, drums also. I think you will spend 99% of your time here, unless you want to use samples, only samples. Then we have channel rec. Here we can add instruments by clicking here and choose ones, or we can drag and drop our drum sounds here. Also we can change our volume here and pan sound to the left and to the right. Then we have the mixer. It is about effects, plugins, and so on. We will come back to this, but not now. And also we have the browser here. Here you can find all the samples. FL Studio has a lot of stock samples here, stock drum sounds, but it's kind of silly, silly ones. So I recommend to download free ones from the internet or buy them. And if you already have them, you can just click these options, file settings, click on this folder icon and choose the way where you have your samples. You can find it here now. I have it in this guy. Also in file settings, we can choose our plugin folder. Just click on this manage plugins, click on this plus and folder and choose your VST folder. Then click on the rescan, find installed plugins, or wait, and you can find them in this plugin database installed. In effects you can find VST effects and generators, VST instruments, synths, drums, and so on. We can open audio settings here, and here we have FL Studio ASIO. I don't recommend to use this one because it has a lot of noises, but I needed to record my video now because Windows doesn't want to hear another ones. But if you have already audio interfaces, you can choose its ASIO, like Focusrite USB ASIO, for example, or if you don't have, you can use ASIO for all. It is free, just find it from the internet. Then if you are a producer, I recommend to use this one, sample rate. Forget about another ones. If you are mix engineers like me, you can also work with them. But if you have a good computer, you can choose buffer size. You can choose the largest one. This and this also will be also good. Let's move to practice. We can change here our tempo. And if you want to tap it, you can right click here and choose tap. Okay, I will save it. And you can also turn on this metronome here if you click this button. Now let's finally drag our kick and drop it to the channel rack. I will choose it from this drum kit, kick, and let's listen to them. I like this one, just drop it. So the easiest way how we can write it, you just click here and it will set notes straight to the piano roll. Let's listen. But we don't have a lot of opportunities here, so I recommend to use piano roll. We just click, right click on this kick and choose piano roll. You need to remember that original sound is always sitting in the C5. Let's write it here. Also, if you don't have a lot of space here and you want to write smaller notes, like do. You can click this magnet and choose 1-2 step or even smaller, just like this. Then also you can pitch this kick, change the tone of it. You can zoom in and zoom out by pressing Ctrl and wheel on your mouse. Okay, then let's drag and drop for snare. It is clap, I don't know why it is in the snare folder, but let's drop it here. Right click, piano roll, and C5. Under this piano roll we have velocity settings. It is about volume. We can change the volume of just one note. Let's try it. Hi-hats. Drop it, right click, piano roll, C5, and I also recommend to use 1-2-3 steps for hi-hats. It sounds interesting. Just listen to it. Also, you can choose this brush and write it faster. Also, we can randomize velocity and also panning by pressing Alt and R on the keyboard. It opens randomizer. We just turn off this pattern and we can randomize velocity and also panning by setting settings on these knobs. You randomize it by clicking here seats. You can create new settings. I think it works well. Let's take 808 bass, 808 bass. Yeah, like this one. Right click, piano roll. And it is very important step now, because when we use samples, it is audio sample, we need to set some settings, because if we try to write something, let's try it. Do you hear it? Sounds don't end. We need to click on this bass, click on the third button and click cut self. Now it will end when note is changing. Yeah. If we want to smaller notes, we click on the second button, turn on this envelope settings. If you have played synth, you already know what it means, but if you don't, I recommend to set attack all the way to the left, and to the left hold, decade and sustain. So let's take some synths. I will use the stock ones. Just click on this plus. If you want to use your VST synth, you can just click this more plugins and find it here, just like bass. Yeah, or also you can find it here. But I will use stock ones. Just let's take this, I don't know, Sakura. We can play on it just by pressing our keyboard, like on the piano. I will choose keyboard, yes. I think I will change the bass soon, but let's turn it off by clicking here, and then let's right click, piano roll. So we can choose our scale straight into this piano roll by clicking this note. I can't do this because I work in trial version, sorry, but you can choose your root note and major, minor, harmonic minor, melodic minor, and so on. But I don't need this, I know music theory. Let's write something. You can write chord mono like this. But you can also choose it from this menu, stamp, minor chord, and just press your root note, and it will create a full chord for you. But let's write some chord progressions, I think, manually. You can press Ctrl on your keyboard and click the left button of your mouse and select all the notes. Then just Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and whoop. You can also choose your instrument here by clicking snare, and here you have all your instruments. Yep. And let's change our bass piano. Okay, let's write a melody. We can also right click on this plus and we will see all the instruments, not just the name. Morphine, I don't know how to say it. Oh, let's take keyboards. Yeah, we can just write a background melody with this. Let's change the volume. Now let's talk about effects and the mixer. We can notice here that we don't have sounds just on our master. Just open channel rack and here we have target mixer track 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Oh no, 5 and 6. We have sounds here. Also we can rename it by pressing F2. Let's write it kick. Also we can color this track. Snare, hi-hat, bass, blue, keys, background melody, green. I recommend to do this in every project because it's hard to understand without names which sound on this first track. Here we can change volume, padding. Also we can solo track. I forgot to say about it. Just right click on this mute button. Now we hear only the kick. So let's change our balances, volume balances. We can use our stock plugins here, like EQ, right click, type, high pass. Let's delete this low end on the keys, and let's create this vintage vibe on this high melody. Now let's add a reverb on the keys. Click here, find the reverb. Here you can choose presets. So you can mix this reverb here. And let's create the send track to this background melody so that we can add chorus, for example, on this reverb. Just let's take this 7 track, rename it send back melody, and we can just click on our track and click on this arrow under your send track. Now our sound is duplicated here. Let's add reverb and let's delete this dry sound and add a lot of wet. And now we can change only reverb sound. Let's add some chorus on this reverb. And we can mix it by this volume fader. Also we can add effects on the master. Let's add some glue compressor by clicking more plugins. And let's find SSL compressor. Let's try it. Also, if you want to know about sidechaining in FL Studio, what is sidechain? Sidechain means that the volume of the, for example, 808 bass will be quieter when kick sound is playing. Let's try to do this by clicking on the kick, right click on the arrow under the bass and sidechain to this track. Then we can add a limiter and click comp, sidechain, right click and choose your kick threshold to, I don't know, we will see. We will hear ratio and release to medium, I think. can also experiment with the ratio, threshold and release. Let's place our patterns. We didn't talk about automations. For example, I want that at the beginning of the song it will be quieter and then louder, 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 louder. How we can do this? We can click, for example, on the mixer, choose our volume, right click, and here we can notice create automation clip. And we can create these effects here. And if you want to edit this pattern, you can right click here and click make unique. And also you can create automation on whatever you want. And I want to automate this SSL compression, for example. I don't know why, but let's take it. You can't just right click on it and create automation clip. We will tweak this knob and then go to tools, last tweak it, and create automation clip. Now let's return to the playlist, and here we have ratio on the SSL compressor. It is a weird thing, but I need to show you how to do this. Also, if you want to change your melody, you can right click here, make unique. It will create a new clip, a new pattern, and you can change it. But I will create a new one by clicking this plus. So now you can create your own beats. Let's create the beginning of the song. Ctrl C. I will create a new pattern. Sakura. Ctrl V. Let's take the sample of the crash. Crash, crash. And here we can click on this, click on it, and change its volume. Let's listen to it. I gave you a lot of tools on this FL Studio. I think it was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. See you in the next video.